Hello, or yeah, hello. I'm painting again. Um, yeah, I'm painting. I'm using acrylic paint on a canvas I got in a thrift store. It's like the other one I did a while ago, but like it's the same type of canvas because I bought like all three. It was kind of like a set because it's not normal canvas like you would paint on. It's like those picture canvases, like when there's a photo printed on it. Like it looks really bad and the canvas is really cheap, and so like it isn't optimal, but I got it very cheaply, so like why not? That's also like a lot of the driving force in my art career right now. If I can get something for cheap, I'll probably do that instead of spending like huge amounts of money. Yeah. And I'm just starting with the sketch in white, what I normally do, but this time it's actually Titan buff, but it's basically white. It's like a little bit beige. But yeah, very light beige, basically white. Starting with the sketch here. And the sketch is, of course, just generally to get an idea of what I'm going to make and what it's going to become. And actually, for the first time in I don't know how long, the sketch actually like turned out good on the first time. Yeah. I don't really have anything more to say. I use colors, I paint, I do all sorts of stuff. So, yeah. If you watch my last video, which I definitely think you should, I talked about moving out and like figuring out the logistics of that. And I was needed to search into getting the government funding, like the stuff how you can get the big amount when you move out because you get more money when you move out. But I realized that I live too close to my school, and my parents don't like they aren't very mean. So yeah, it's not gonna work out. The government won't let me get it. And since I'm gonna be like 20 with like when I'm done, I was like just be a grown man at that point. So, or at least a young man. So I'll just stay home because it would only make sense if I could get the government funding, but I can't, so I'm staying home, which doesn't suck. It is not bad. It's all right. Like it was mostly just I wanted to try to move out and kind of have like a, see what it's all about, figuring myself out and stuff, trying to become more independent. And maybe that didn't happen now, but it's gonna happen later, I think. Well, I know it's gonna happen later because, damn. So yeah. Um, Also, something that happened recently, like I mean, the day after I recorded my last video, I got a speeding ticket, and in Denmark we have this system where you have three strikes. When you're a new driver, for the first 3 years of your driving license, you only have two strikes. So that means I only have two strikes. I don't know if I've gotten a strike. I don't think I have. You have to drive pretty fast to get a strike, but I can't remember exactly if I drive fast enough to get a strike. I'm pretty sure I don't get a strike though. I just think I drove too fast, but not extremely like too fast. And I know it's me that's stupid, and I regret it really, mostly because of the money, because I'm kind of broke, and that's like stupid money to get away with. And especially since I realized these last couple of days where I drove only as fast as the speeding limit allowed me, I don't actually get to places that much faster by driving like small amounts over the speed limit. It doesn't make sense. Which both made me feel really stupid and insanely stupid because like I've basically just been like playing with my own money without knowing it, and that was just a waste of money. And I could have used that money much better. It's like a full tank of gas, which is like, yeah, that's a lot of money for me. So that's not great. But my parents said, and I quote, "You'll learn a lot from this, and learn to drive a little bit better now, because you don't want to spend that stupid money again." And I really agree. Actually, like I haven't even spent the money yet, but I can just feel it. Luckily, I've worked a very lot during this holiday week. I've been on holiday for a week, or like my school has been closed for a week because Danish holidays and stuff. So I've just been working a lot, which is nice, and also worked before the 20th, so I know that all this money I've earned, it will come to me like the first of the month and next month, which is really nice because when like sometimes I've worked like half and half, so like just a couple of days before the 20th, couple of days after the 20th, and it's just so annoying because you feel like you think you're gonna get more money than you actually do. You're gonna end up getting all the money you have earned, of course, and also the stuff that goes with taxes. Of course, you won't earn that, but you think you would get more. But since it's over the day, you only get it next month, which I think is a little bit stupid, but is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. And yeah, it's good painting. Of course, talking about money. Actually, these canvases that I got for like very cheaply, it's hard to say the conversion rate, but I think like a couple of dollars at most. Great. It isn't perfect to paint on, but for the price, and since the paintings actually have been pretty good, and they're a smaller size, which means they're easier to hang up on a wall and stuff like that. And I think they've been pretty good, the two. I have one left in this exact size from that like free piece, which it was, and hopefully it will turn out good. The last one also, I think it will. Usually my stuff does. I also bought paint. I used my very last bits of paint I had left to do this one, and so now I have to get new paint. And I'm trying out a new color, but you'll get to see that in a future video, I think. So yeah, I don't know, not really that much interesting happening this holiday for me. Like some of my friends has been like outside the country or something else and stuff, and I've just been at work. And I also decided to use like all of my holiday at work because I want my savings to go up, and the best way of getting my savings to go up by a lot is working more, because life costs money. Like life costs some amount of money for a month, so me actually just working more and getting more means I can save up more, mostly. So yeah, that's really all I've been doing. I don't know if you guys, well, if you're American or like from another country, you probably haven't had holidays. Really only a Danish thing that I know of. A funny thing about this holiday week is actually in one part of the country, it's on the like week 7, like the seventh week of the year. But in the other part of the country, in some parts of the country, it's on the 8th week of the year, which is weird, because why isn't it the same? I don't really get why. But yeah. It also makes it kind of difficult for me and my friends. I have friends throughout the country of Denmark. The country's not that big. So it's kind of hard if we can't, like... Of course, I had work stuff, and some of my other friends, they couldn't because they had school and stuff like that. And then they can next week, but then some of us can't. Like, it's really difficult to see my group of friends, like big friends from boarding school, because like we live all over the place, and we have jobs and school and stuff like that. So it's a part of getting old, I think, just that you don't really have that much time for anything. Like, of course, I have time to do fun stuff, and I paint a lot and I draw a lot, which I love, but stuff like that, because people have other schedules than yours, which is also weird. Yeah. I really think this painting is quite like, quite middle range. It's not anything extraordinary, but I think it's pretty decent. I really like it. I like the eye in the chin. I thought that was just a random detail, which I really liked. I want to do more weird eye placement, and maybe more mouth and stuff like that. Just make it more surreal. I think I'll be working on trying to do that. I also want to paint on a bigger canvas soon, but I have to get the money first, and then the space. And the space is kind of my problem because I'm kind of running out of space, which isn't the end of the world, but it's just not nice either. Because if I want to make bigger things, I have to have bigger space. Like that's of course it makes sense, but it's still annoying. And of course I try to sell my stuff, but I don't want to undersell myself. I don't want to make $0 on stuff. I don't want to give stuff away. Well, I could give stuff away, of course, but I don't really think like if people want to buy it, like if they want to own it, they would want to buy it. I think like if I just gave it away, it wouldn't make any sense. Not in the same way, of course, as if someone bought it with their own money and stuff. Of course, friends and family get get better prices. I've been really thinking about opening like a store, like a Shopify or something like that, where I can post like both real paintings, like my original paintings and drawings, and also just post like posters and stuff like that. Because it would be really cool, even if you guys don't have the money or want to buy an original piece, maybe you could buy a poster or something like that, or a t-shirt. I don't know if t-shirts would be cool, maybe. I don't know, I gotta figure that one out, because the t-shirts, in a sense, they sound pretty cool, but also just like in real life, it gets a little bit difficult. But yeah. I don't know, I'm pretty far along with this piece right now. I think it's turning out great, and you can see where it's going. I would say my paintings usually have this stage where like you know where it's headed, but it's nowhere near done. At least I can tell it's nowhere near done. But of course that's mostly because I make it, I think. I don't know. Like you guys can comment if you also experience that with your art. Is that you're you kind of have this time and space in the painting or drawing or sculpture, where you kind of realize, okay, I'm pretty deep in by now, so I can't really go back. I just gotta power through the last bit to get it like as you envision it in your head. That's usually how I do it. Like I just start with a kind of general idea, and then something happens, and hopefully it works out. Usually it does, but I've of course also been known to make stuff that doesn't work out that great. It's a fair bit. I add a lot of red here just to get the skin kind of red. And somebody asked me once why I paint the skin kind of pinkish before, and that's merely because the underpainting looks much better. Like the red becomes much better because it doesn't have to be as saturated as the red, as you can see on the background piece. That's kind of, personally I would say it's too saturated for the skin, or just like making it kind of different. Yeah. Okay, guys and girls and everybody's, the painting's done, and I did it again where I forgot to forgot to record the last part because I'm so smart. But of course, most of it is still the same, I think, at least of what I can remember. So I did a little bit on the teeth, a little bit on the mouth. Nose kept mostly the same. The eyes I changed a little bit, which I was kind of unsure about this red here, but I actually ended up really liking it because I think it would be too dark if it's black. But you know, what if I know? The black here, the eye and the chin, these little, getting some outlines, and the hair stuff. Yeah, just generally a really nice painting, and I think it's great. I think it's really good. I think I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just check. I don't think you can see the blue so great, like you can see it up close, but the nostrils are blue inside. There's a little bit, and there's a little bit of blue here, and also a little bit here. I really think that's super great. It's really cool. It's the same size as this painting here, so it's about, what is it, 56 by 56 centimeters, which is not a huge painting, but a decent size, especially for the price that I got them at the thrift store. And I have this kind of like beam. I don't know if it was supposed to be a cigarette or a cigar or something, but I didn't really want it to be, actually. I kind of changed my mind, so it's just a black beam. Just here, widen the... Really love this thing because I usually don't do such like broad painterly lines, but I really enjoy the fact that it's more just more like you can see the brush strokes and you can see that it's like newly placed. There's not much mixing, and it's not that I don't like mixing, but I like subtle mixing where I'm mixing with the what's already there. So like it's gray here, and yeah, just really like this painting. I think it's great, and it took a decent amount of time to make. I think it's not one of my longest paintings ever, of course, because of the small size, but it wasn't hard either, because actually for once my first idea worked. My first sketch and first idea just generally worked, and yeah, I think it's pretty great. And I don't really have that much more to say. Like, subscribe and stuff. Do that. Yeah, I haven't a signature on the back or anything. I'll do that, but as you can, I don't know if you know, it's like one of those photo canvases, actually. So yeah, hope this helps. So you can see the painting a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's really cool, and yeah, can't wait to hang this up. Yeah, that's all I really have. And I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff, because I really appreciate it. And we are getting very close to 800 subscribers. I think we're at like 730 something, which is really cool. And I'm really, really thankful for that. But we're getting close to 800, which would be pretty cool to get to 800. That'd be really nice. So yeah, thank you for watching, and bye-bye. Yeah. Yes, I recorded this in my parents' kitchen. So this is the kitchen reveal you've all been waiting for. And yeah, here's the painting a little bit close up. And I hope you like this video. So yeah. Bye bye.